A really strong indicator of organisational health is your sickness and turnover rate. The lower they are, typically, the healthier your school in terms of its people. The higher it is, the unhealthier your school is. And this is something I see time and time again in really great schools. I see they have incredibly low sickness rates, and people rarely leave. If they do, it's for a promotion typically. Now, how is this useful to you? Well, what's your sickness rate looking like? Can you compare that to local or national averages to get a feel for where it is in comparison to others? Because a number on its own doesn't give you context. What's your turnover rate like? Is it high? Is it low? Are the right people staying? Are the right people moving on? Again, that can give you an indication for just how healthy, in the team sense of the word, your school is. And look, I know we're living in a time of tough recruitment, and so you probably don't want a high turnover rate anyway. So it's worth having a look at. I remember when I was teaching, there was a Christmas where 4 out of the 8 teachers left the school. Now, as you know, Christmas is a very unusual time to be leaving the school. It's more likely to happen at the end of the summer term. But 50% of the teaching team leaving was a strong indicator of where that school was and the journey it needed to go on to be a stronger school and keep its staff. And this wasn't about, the well-being agenda. This was more about, how teachers were supported in their work, how behaviour was across the school. These were teachers who wanted to teach really well, but sadly felt hindered by some of the way that the school was operating. So I've seen it in practice, and I've seen it over many years of walking through schools at all different levels, requires improvement, good and outstanding. So a quick word about outstanding. At the time of recording, it's still the word we use for those schools who are better than good. Yes, we know change is on the way, and you might be watching this when change has happened, so you can understand why I'm still using it. The difference between a good and a great school is a high-performing team. And high-performing teams look after themselves well and have low sickness rates, and they want to stick around because they know they're in a place that they can flourish. Sickness and turnover are great indicators of organisational health, and they're really powerful because you can take that comparison locally or nationally and get a feel for where your school is in the context of your sector, the education sector. I'm Sonia Gill, founder and director of Heads Up, and at Heads Up we help schools move from good to great by creating higher performing teams. If you found this useful, make sure you sign up to get my leadership tips every week, and if you've got a friend who you think would find this useful as well, sharing is caring. Do share it with them.